In other news, trade unions NUMSA and the South African Cabin Crew Association say they will take legal action to prevent the liquidation of South African Airways and have called on President Cyril Ramaphosa to fire Finance Minister Tito Mboweni. The unions have expressed shock over Mboweni and National Treasury statement that SAA and SA Express should be closed down. Unions have rejected SAA's business rescue plan in the lead-up to a creditors meeting later this month, which will decide whether the plan will be accepted. NUMSA spokesperson Phakamile Hlubi-Majola says the unions will not accept SAA's demise.
NUMSA and SACA joint press statement dated 5 July 2020. NUMSA and SACA will take legal action to prevent the liquidation of SAA. The National Union of Metal Workers of South Africa and the South African Cabin Crew Association have noted with absolute shock and dismay the recent press statements attributed to Finance Minister Tito Mboweni and the National Treasury Department to the effect that SAA and other state-owned entities, including SA Express, should be closed down. Mboweni has effectively confirmed that he supports the liquidation of SAA and SA Express. Minister Mboweni has been on record making similar reckless statements since 2018, and the most recent position he and his department adopted directly contradicts the official position of government, and more particularly the position of the DPE, where Minister Gordhan has formally adopted the position that DPE is against the liquidation of SAA. DPE has gone as far as setting up the Leadership Consultative Forum, and its main purpose is to avoid liquidation and to restructure the airline. It's a fact that this is not the first time that Mboweni makes such reckless comments. In 2018, at an investors' conference, he said pretty much the same thing, calling for SAA to be shut down and to be sold to friends of his. We view this as blatant corruption, and we wish to be on record that his decision is not only reckless, but well calculated, given the timing in order to ensure the liquidation of SAA for his own selfish intentions. The purpose of the statement is intended to undermine any progress to turn around SAA, and the goal is to influence the creditors into voting for liquidation on the 14th of July at the upcoming creditors meeting. NUMSA and SACA will not tolerate these irresponsible comments, and this is why we call on President Ramaphosa to immediately intervene and fire Mboweni for his reckless statements. As NUMSA and SACA, we will under no circumstances accept the liquidation of SAA. And we want to remind governments, and in particular Minister Mboweni, that SAA is actually covered by the South African Airways Act, and as far as we're concerned, just as a government department or a municipality cannot be liquidated, we do not accept that a state-owned entity can be liquidated under the artificial guise of these entities being separated into legal entities. So, as NUMSA and SACA, we are going to do everything possible to exercise our legal options and prevent this liquidation. And if that means that we have to go to court to do so, then so be it. We will leave no stone unturned in protecting the rights of workers and the interests of all South Africans with respect to SAA. This statement was issued on behalf of NUMSA and SACA by Irvin Jim, NUMSA General Secretary, as well as Zazin Zebanyoni Mugambi, SACA President. For more information, please contact Phakamile Hlubi-Majola, NUMSA National Spokesperson.